Billy, the name of the cat was Whiskers Jelly. His throat was dry and his bowl was bare. Meow, me fairy cats meow. Soon may the cavemen come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, Jelly got his boys and they gathered round. They scattered seeds from a sack they found. In holes the seeds they spread on the ground would bring small critters up food. Soon may the cavemen come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. While the gang was bored and morale had dipped, till one of the seeds grew green catnip. They snipped and they snacked and they all got ripped. They all had a meow that night. Soon may the cavemen come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. While their heads were hung and the morn was nigh, the net was strong and they all got high. Their bellies were shrunk and their bowls still dry. Oh, bring us some ice today. Soon may the cavemen come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full.
Welcome to Batchelor Food. Today's a simple meal. It's still the one bowl challenge, but I have udon, Asian noodles, bro, and some steak, jalapenos, avocados, yada yada yada. So this episode is gonna be it's gonna be called the cell phone conspiracy. Now a lot of people don't know me, probably don't give a shit, but I got nothing else to do, so why not? And the reason why I call it the cell phone conspiracy is, well, I'm about to tell you. Now, I'm no special person. I grew up in got brought to, lived in, put in trailer park. Anyways, I'm a trailer park boy, bro. You know. Nothing special about me, just a guy trying to live his life. But this is the story of a guy just living his life in America. And it's going to be funny, too, because, a lot of people probably hate that I do these videos, but it's really not my problem. You know? It's really not. But for some reason, it's created, what do they call that? Controversy. And, also America's losing as a country to other countries because someone can't get their shit straight. So we got that little bit of juice. Everything seasoning. So the main thing I wanted to talk about is basically I'm telling you a life story. I've said it on multiple accounts, and it's the funniest stuff to me ever, bro. Because I'm just a guy trying to live his life. Trying to get a good career, trying to have fun, And the funniest thing, bro, is why I call it the phone conspiracy, is because every phone that I've ever had was either stolen, repossessed, or counterfeited. And this is on top of the 40-year conspiracy, too. Right, so growing up in the trailer park, bro, I had all these jobs, bought my own stuff. And what was weird to me is that we used to go racing all the time, like before even the trailer park. And it always says my middle name. But I don't know where any of the riding gear went. I don't know any of the helmets, the motorcycles, just gone. Pac West is, this phone kind of sucks. I'm recording on an old phone I used to have. And it's, Pac West is you race multiple races and you accumulate points. And so I got third place. But what's even more funny is I won when it mattered the most. I got the biggest trophy free races, some racing gear, stickers, all that cool stuff. And yeah, and here we go again. This is going to be the whose stuff is what and phone conspiracy, I guess. Right? So then I grew up in a trailer park, and I'm not even ashamed of it, bro, because a roof over my head is a roof over my head. Don't care. Give two shits about money, dollars, houses. I'm also going to eat while doing this video, so I don't mean to be rude, but it's feasting time. But anyways, so I grew up, and what's funny to me, bro, is I got arrested when I was a kid, like, young. And it was because of some bullshit stuff that happened with a girl. But when I got arrested, bro, I used to wrestle in high school. I used to do all this stuff in high school. It was the weirdest thing because my phone, I had a Virgin mobile phone. And when I got arrested and I was in juvie for like 15 days, 16 days, all my stuff went missing. My wrestling shoes, my baseball glove, anything that mattered, my cell phone. But then I have this cell phone, bro. And it was a Verizon cell phone. And the same person in the trailer park I had a job at King's doing video, scanning groceries, Marine, #1 seller, bro. And I had this phone while working there. But some reason they keep saying that phone was somebody else's. For some reason, they keep saying that those wrestling shoes were somebody else's. For some reason, they keep saying that baseball mitt was somebody else's. Like, right, we do our high school, at the end of the year, we turn in our singlets. For wrestling. And, I don't know what the people are thinking, but they're like, bro, this is somebody else's singlet. It's the weirdest shit, bro, ever. Right? Then I'm living my life. I go to New Jersey just to work. I meant to land in New York, but I drove, which I actually have a Garmin, bro. And all my stuff always had an Apple sticker on it. And it's funny because this is a 1TV098073, a Garmin. Right? For some reason I can't charge it. I have tried to find the charger for it, but I can't charge it. But all I gotta do is charge it and turn it on, and it'll show. Yeah, I drove all the way meant to land in New York, but you know. So while I was working in New Jersey with this, I always had this on me at all times. Either walking, my car broke down and had to sell it for a couple $100. Stayed with some people. Anyways, bro, it's the funniest shit. All I gotta do is turn it on. And I also had a flip phone, or a place where I worked. And again, move back, meet some gal, move in with some gal, open a business. And it's funny because they didn't take this, but somebody took the phone. That proved that I have a Google and, all this other stuff. For some reason, someone's obsessed with phones. Then I had Verizon, where I created Snapchat and then Straight Talk, Snapchat, and all this other stuff, and someone wants to take credit for creating all these accounts when it's the same person every single time. Right? And so after that, we moved. back to the East Coast. And when the movers moved all the stuff was gone. And what's even more funny is that this, when I lived in Friday Harbor working for Kings, this was on the back of my iPod Nano. And what's always funny, bro, is I always have a drawer. I always put my electronics in a drawer. And when I lived there and came back, bro, all the stuff was gone. iPod Nanos, all this other stuff, everything was gone. And I sit there and I'm like, why does stuff keep going missing? When I stick it somewhere, it should stay there and no one should steal it, right? So, and this was at the Tucker house. I always stuck my iPod Nano in a drawer and something else, and it's so weird to me because then after I moved back, right? My now ex-wife, who I don't talk to anymore, bought me a cell phone when we got to Indiana. And I moved back and stayed with some people who were at my wedding, right? And this is a place called Cedar Woolley. And I cracked my screen and I ended up ordering a kit off eBay to fix the screen and do it myself. But for some reason, I didn't put it together right. And now all of a sudden, the phone didn't work. So I tossed it out and I went back the next day and I'm like, where's the phone? So someone was using that phone. You know? And so I go, okay, whatever, I'll get my own phone. Then I get my own phone again. Move somewhere else. Meet another girl. Move in. Right? I have a phone. And not to mention, I've had my own stuff like the whole time. Like this clock, bro. Check it out. It's a Space Jam clock. Still worse than everything. So the same guy who lived there got arrested. They stole the phone, the all the baseball stuff, all the wrestling shoes, everything goes missing. Right? And this is when stuff starts to get really weird because then I move in with a chick, have my own iPhone, which the whole relationship working, yada, yada, yada. She ended up, anyways, it's a whole story. Right? Then somebody says, that's my phone. It's like somebody keeps trying to find a way to just spy on me while lying. Enter passcode, phone's on. Right? So I move, I get another phone. I have all these phones. I would have more phones, but everything just keeps going missing for some odd reason. Right? And the funniest shit to me, bro, is how T-Mobile, everything's T-Mobile. All the phones are T-Mobile because I had T-Mobile the whole time. Before that, you know. But what's even more funny is that, so my ex-wife mailed me a box of stuff. I had some stuff there, mailed me a box of stuff. Had all my old phones, all my other stuff. Right? And here I am living with another girl, and I'm like, okay, cool. And it just seems like every time someone keeps trying to help somebody else using my stuff. And it was straight up the phone that I was running a business with, had straight talk, and so I'd go to work every day. I'd come back, I'm like, where's my phone? That my ex-wife sent me. And the person I lived with said, I don't know. Wink, wink. It just seems like when I was living in Ferndale, the phones went missing. And when I was living with a girl in Vancouver, more phones went missing. So, I even have pictures of that phone and brought it to work with me while I was working in Vancouver. Right? So I'm sitting here like, bro, why are all these phones and stuff going missing? Makes no sense to me. And then every time I open up an account like Cash App, don't judge me, the Google charge is 99 cents every time I watch somebody on a stream. I send someone 99 cents just to be like, what's up, bro? That's me. See? I only got like 86 bucks, but it's funny to me because the same phone that this I have right here was the same place that I lived in Vancouver by myself, and it's always something to do with the phone. Someone thinks they're the owners of the phone, but they're really not. So there I am working, taking all these pictures, having a good time, and lies just keep getting thrown in there by somebody who's just been stealing stuff left and right, and I don't know why. And it's really not my problem, too. I don't get it. Makes no sense, right? I'm a legal U.S. citizen just living my life, but stuff keeps missing everywhere I've lived when I'm not there. Right, here I am getting letters from the IRS with all my taxes and all this stuff, and I'm about to log in real quick to TurboTax, and it's funny because then people in the military thought the business wasn't real. People in where I lived in the Freddie Harbor, no, that's not real. Nah, that's not real. It's like, who do you think made up all this stuff? Makes no sense, bro. Call with the code. I gotta get a code from TurboTax, so it's gonna take a second. But I get to New York and I'm like, bro.
Your code is 38105. Again, your code is 38105. Thank you for using TurboTax.
Finally get approved in New York. Accepted. It took a while. I had to get some stuff, and for some reason, nobody had their stuff together right. And Took a while. It kept getting declined. But it's the funniest stuff. Now I'm doing songs and just trying to live my life by myself. And it's the weirdest stuff. That's why I call it the phone conspiracy. Stuff keeps going missing. Even when I lived in Vancouver, bro, I should have gotten custody of my kid. She took off with her after I was actually in custody of her. And the state just declined everything and said, nah, bro, you got to pay the highest amount of child support. You got to do this. And like, we're trying to pepper this stuff on, you know? And when I get to court, I have everything ready, and they're scared of what I'm about to say to them. So they just dismiss everything. And even on top of that, bro, and it's even more funny to me, because right after that, they knew I could get custody of a kid, my own kid, a guy's kid. This is what the state ended up doing. The state ended up actually showing up on where I worked 2 years in a row. Had no evidence, no nothing. And I had my driver's license, right? Because when you interview an OSHA inspector, they use your driver's license and they write down everything. And so the first time was I had my original driver's license from when I grew up in the trailer park. They had no evidence of nothing. Got screwed over a bonus. Big bonuses, bro. Big bonuses. Next year, for some reason, they changed my driver's license number. And again, someone shows up, makes some bullshit up, and charges us, and then takes my other bonus. And just again, this is when life's doing good. I'm making $50K a year, just starting to get ahead. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna file, get custody, blah blah blah, in my own place. They end up stealing that wallet to cover up I was at work that day, because I showed them my driver's license again. Like, they tried to make like 2 people work there. Only 1 person worked there. And I'm like, really, bro? Seriously? Meanwhile, the kid's like stuck in a city, and she just keeps her there. And the state's helping somebody else. So not only on top of missing phones, identities, like, even when I talk to the OSHA people, I'm like, yeah, bro, my ex-wife used to work for Alcoa. And she was say, I know all the safety stuff. And they're like, ha ha ha. Even the OSHA people, or the government, stupid mofos, that's not yours, that's this person's. Same thing with my high school diploma. They say, that's not your high school diploma, that's this person's. Now, are these people that really stupid? I'm like, bro, yeah. I owned a company, I lived there, and here the government is saying, no, that's not yours. What the fuck, bro? Yeah. The person who married a chick that worked at that place and was a safety supervisor also owned and operated multiple businesses. These people are really not that smart. And they said, no, that's somebody else's driver's license number. No, that's somebody. And they're all laughing. They're like, ha, yeah. Idiots, bro. Morons. I've never laughed so hard, bro. So to this day, I think there's always something up. It's a coincidence. A kid goes missing. State shows up 2 years in a row. Steals a bunch of money. And again, this is ongoing the whole time. Same shit in Friday Harbor, same stuff in Ferndale, same stuff, and the government's just fucking lying to everybody. And I'm sitting here saving my stuff in case I want to go to another country, or I'm like, bro, this stuff doesn't make sense. And stuff keeps going missing. Now, I don't want to, like, embarrass anybody, but as soon as I got to New York, my W-2 went missing. From the same person I worked, where they showed up twice at the job site. I mean, I just don't want there to be a phone, internet, identity conspiracy when someone's just trying to live their life, bro. It's the weirdest shit ever. Again, this country is the weirdest country ever. So I start doing YouTubes. I've been doing YouTube since the West Coast. Dumbest YouTube ever. Dumbest Facebook page ever. If you ever check me out, bro, I have multiple Facebook pages. Multiple. Both Gerald A. Wyatt. Dumbest Facebook page ever in the world. Now, this is the phone that I actually... Okay, back to what we were doing. But anyways, just check it out. It's the dumbest stuff ever, but it's kind of funny. And America's sitting there like, yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Not knowing, no, you can't. We're even trying... It's weird. I've kind of already made up my mind I'm going to go to another country just because of the weirdos. Then I started doing music, posting it on YouTube. Then I started doing this. It's not the best, but I got nothing else to do because of someone else's phone conspiracy, identity, whatever, bro. I don't care.
What you working for? Ain't no shame shopping at the dollar store. Sometimes life is easy.
Bro, this song sucks. I did it on purpose, shittily, too. Everyone's worried about striving, bro. Some people are just trying to live, you know?
We're the type to spend less and think more. The valuables of life no matter how many swipes at the store. I ain't changing my comfort of life. You're gonna have to adjust more. If you want us to figure it out, well, it's gonna cost more. We're sick of the petty leech trying to get ahead, but that's a bridge. I'm trying to do things my own way.
It's funny too, though, bro, because
so angry.
I'm just a guy living his life in America.
We're all the same, but for some reason you feel a different way. I'm not the same, but for some reason it feels like some stranger things. You're not petty, and we're not petty. We all got our hands out for some change. Tom Brady and them 7 rings. How many firsts in the soul?
I just laughed so hard. If I had a girl doing the course, it would actually be somewhat decent. But that's mainly my cell phone and weirdos. Cell phone conspiracy, bro. Makes no sense to me.
Sometimes life ain't easy. Sometimes life ain't easy. It's just a mindset. Sometimes I like to watch the sunrise and stress less, but that's...
I've never seen anything quite like it.
Sometimes life ain't easy.
In America. Someone that obsessed over cell phones, personal belongings, DNA, names, businesses, kids, relationships, Wi-Fi's. It's the weirdest stuff ever, bro. But anyways, that's my cell phone conspiracy. I don't need you to believe me. I just want you to hear me. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty effing weird, dude. That someone can't respect somebody else's personal stuff and private space. That's Batchelor food.